morning friends, and welcome to our channel Genius Structures. I am your host Dr. Sumant Kulkarni. Friends, if you're watching this video very first time, I request you to go to my previous video, which is first video in this series based on Mission Gate 2021. This video is the second video in this series, and I am telling you about how in GATE examination civil engineering subjects will have distribution of marks throughout, starting from first question to last question. So if you see, there are different number of questions that are appearing. We have already seen how much time to be allotted to each subject if you have to prepare for GATE examination civil engineering subject in 45 days. Now if you have seen that video, then you just download all the question papers related to civil engineering GATE examination. At least previous 5 to 7 question papers you have to download. It means from 2013 or 14 onwards up to 2020. And we will see today some trends that are observed usually as far as the marks distribution subject wise is concerned. So if you see in the background, there is one long list of numbers you can see, but I will explain you in details what these numbers actually are. I have enlisted here the subjects or the broad areas that we have discussed in last session, and if you see, there are 14 subjects, and for these 14 subjects basically there are in fact 13 subjects only, and one is general aptitude. So for each subject how much marks or how much questions have been asked for how much marks, that is what I am going to discuss. So you first of all download previous 7-8 question papers, and then only you will get what is the usual trend. I am starting from 2017. This exam was conducted by IIT Roorkee, and it was conducted in two parts, maybe in two sets. So each exam has been conducted, if you see, in two sets, A and B. And this is usually done because of higher number of students appearing for GATE examination. So this year 5,89,000 approximately is the number of students that are appearing. So there is high competition and less time is available. So you must analyze how the question paper pattern is usually there. General aptitude in 2017 there were 10 questions only which were of 1 mark. Okay, 18 onwards general aptitude somewhat change is observed. So I will just tell you what are these numbers. This is 10, so this is 10 marks and 10 multiple choice questions, 1 mark each. If you come to 2018, we have 5 1 mark questions and 5 2 mark questions. So 5 into 2 is 10. So 5 questions of 2 marks, 5 questions of 1 mark. So everywhere you will see the same thing. Okay, if you see here 2 plus 6, these are 2 questions of 1 mark each, plus 6 by 2 is 3. So 3 questions of 2 marks each. So as far as general aptitude is concerned, the GATE examination pattern was somewhat different 18 onwards, which is now same. So 5 MCQs of 1 mark each and 5 MCQs of 2 mark each. This is the pattern. So 10 questions of general aptitude tests is there. Then there are 55 number of questions. Out of these 55, first 25 number of questions are for 1 mark each. So out of 25, if you see mathematics, engineering mathematics to project management, I have divided this or distributed these 25 questions. So if you see, this is 7, then 2, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 2, 13, 13 plus 5, 18, 18 plus 1, 19, 19 plus 1, 20, then 21, then 23, and then 25. So 25 questions were distributed among these subjects. There were no 1 mark questions on project management. So now since we have very less time available with us, so this analysis will give you which subjects you should go for. So engineering mathematics, I have given these marks in the box. 7 multiple choice questions of 1 mark each, and 8 by 2 is 4, so 4 MCQs of 2 mark each. Okay, in set 1. In set 2 or set B, 5 plus 8, 13 marks. In set A, 15 marks. In 2018 again 2 sets, 11 and 13. 2019 10 plus 11. Then 2020 13 13 each. So out of 55 questions, see how many 7 questions are here for 1 mark. Or out of 55 questions, there are 7 plus 4, 11 number of questions. Okay, so the weightage relatively for engineering mathematics is very high. So those who are now in T or in B, they might have lost the touch of engineering mathematics. So now start concentrating on engineering mathematics. Second thing, how to start the preparations. You just see the question papers and what type of questions have been asked, and accordingly start preparing. Okay, do not start from the scratch. You just see what are the concepts that have been asked, and then start accordingly. And same approach you have to keep for each subject. Then engineering mechanics, relatively less weightage is there. 4 marks in 2017, both sets. 2 and 8, somewhat unequal distribution. 2 and 0, there was no question in 2019 as far as set B is concerned. 2020, 3 and 4. So 1 plus 2, 3 marks, and here 4 marks. So relatively weightage is less for mechanics. SOM is also same. Only in 2017, 10 marks in set A and 7 marks in set B was the weightage. And if you go on up to 2020, as far as SOM is concerned, weightage went on reducing. So 8 marks here, 2 marks here, then 4 and 4, 3, 3. So less weightage has been given to SOM. So maybe in 2021, somewhat more weightage may be given to SOM. So study the subject SOM effectively. Okay. Next is surveying. Surveying, it is very consistent. Each year in last 4 years, same marks or same number of questions have been asked. 4 marks, 4 marks, 4, 4, year 5, year 5, year 4, year 4. Except 19, 4 or 5 marks have been asked on surveying. Why I have included survey here and why not SOM? Because SOM requires a lot of inputs from you. Okay, calculation part is a lot. As far as survey is concerned, less mathematics is involved, and even if the mathematics is there in surveying, it is relatively easy. Okay, then fluid mechanics. This also has got a bit of weightage. So 8 marks here, 5 marks here. Okay, so average 8 plus 5, 13 by 2 is 6.5 marks here. Here 9 plus 8, so 8.5. Here 10 plus 6, so 7 and halves or around. 10 plus 6, again same. So 7 to 8 marks on an average are asked for fluid mechanics. Then geotech, it will carry a lot of weightage. Geotechnical engineering, but many of the students face difficulties while appearing questions on geotechnical engineering. So if at all it is difficult for you to appear for such questions, I insist you to go for 1 mark questions. 1 mark questions. For geotech, 5 questions are there. In second set 6. then 4 2, 5 4, 4 3. So average, if you take, there are 4 questions on soil mechanics which are carrying 1 mark. Okay, so you have to concentrate on geotechnical engineering and study at least the basics, so that you can appear confidently questions on geotechnical engineering, as well as there is one more subject, foundation engineering. Next, theory of structures. Yes, this is less weightage given. So if you feel it is very its scope is very big, because there is some part of strength of materials and theory of structures 1, 2, maybe some elective subjects are there related to this theory of structures area. So if you are good at mathematics, then you go for SOM, then theory of structures, plastic analysis, and so on. These subjects can be dealt with just with the confidence. If you are very good at mathematics, then only you study the basics. Otherwise, you can straight away skip this part. Okay, but do not rely on just my suggestions. Whatever is your mind telling you, you have to follow that. Then next is steel and plastic analysis, steel structures and plastic analysis. And next is RCC plus concrete technology plus pre-stressed concrete structures. So how to study these 2 subjects combinedly, I will tell you, because again weightage, if you see, less. Okay, so as far as these 2 subjects are concerned, take the structural drawings, then write the clauses concerned to that particular part of the drawing, and write some short keywords. Okay, that is meaning of the terms in the clauses, and you will be able to study the complete RCC or steel structures using only one structural drawing. Okay, that is only the key point. So you need not go to the books, and you can study like this, because many of the times, as far as steel structures and RCC structures is concerned, IS 456, IS 800, these 2 are the codes on which MCQs are asked many of the times. Okay, so if at all there are questions from these 2, just note down the clauses from the IS codes in respective drawings and study what are those clauses and what are the meanings of those clauses. That's it. Then water resources and engineering. Yes, this is also very relatively less weightage, but as far as steel and RCC is concerned, comparatively it has more weightage. Environmental engineering and transportation engineering. Every time 10 to 12 marks have been given to these subjects. Environmental engineering 10 plus 11, so half is average is 10.5. Then 10 marks here, 10 marks here, 9 marks here, 10 marks here, 11. So see, average 10 marks are for environmental engineering only. So water treatment plants or water supply, that is environment 1, and water treatment plant, that is sewage treatment. So environmental engineering 2, these 2 subjects you have to study thoroughly. COD, BOD, these concepts must be clear, because most of the times COD, BOD concepts are there on which MCQs will be asked. Transportation engineering, side distance, overtaking distance, banking of roads, these are the highlighting points on which questions are asked, and relatively more weightage is there. Project management, there is only one concept usually, the float, slack, critical time, project completion duration. These are the 4 points on which MCQs are asked, and if you have studied this at T or B, whenever you have studied it, if you have completed or studied this subject to a depth, then you need not even revise, because drawing a network, then finding critical path, finding duration of completion of the project, that will you must be knowing it very well. So this is my analysis about subject wise marks distribution, and if you are confused about how to actually start with the study, focus on these subjects. Which one? Engineering mathematics, then surveying, geotechnical engineering and foundation engineering, then environmental engineering and transportation engineering. These 4 subjects you must focus right now, and based on your conscience you can, or your aptitude, your attitude towards the subjects, you can go for SOM, plastic analysis, important point, then steel structures, RCC and pre-stressed concrete. So as far as structural engineering subjects are concerned, you just give a shortcut method to these subjects. And general aptitude, I assume out of 15 marks you are able to score 10 marks. Okay, I'm assuming that you are able to score 10 marks. Then from these subjects which I have not written in the box, out of these I will assume that you are able to score 5, or you are able to correctly appear for 5 questions, and out of these 5 they will be all 1 mark questions, and rest of the things, so 10 plus 5, I am assuming 15 marks you are able to score. Then you go for 25 marks target. So if you achieve 40 marks out of 100, your scores will be valid. Minimum I am saying, okay, minimum you score for 40 correct marks. And one more important suggestion, do not go for blindly taking or giving the answers, because if you give blindly any answer and if it is wrong, your marks will be deducted from whatever the score you have got, and that is the reason why we don't get any valid score in GATE exam. So friends, if you liked my video, do subscribe my channel. If you have any questions, do write in the comments. Thank you very much.